For centuries since our independence from British rule, we have been influenced in many ways by them in how we do things and vice versa. From the way our government is run to our entertainment shows, we have learned and taken ideas from each other. England has adopted Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and though they may have the same functions, just like many other things, the way they use it is slightly different than us here in the United States. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube all originated in the United States, but obviously they eventually spread internationally. The fact that these medias could make their way to the UK and beyond is due to the power of the internet. The internet's birth is one of the greatest ways that we are internationally able to communicate with other countries. The UK has 89.9% of their entire population using the internet. They hold the number 9 spot out of the top 10 countries who most use the internet. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have all made the top 10 most visited websites in the UK. Facebook, only beaten out by Google, is number 2 on the list. Facebook is becoming less and less popular, particularly among the younger people. It isn't seen as very cool anymore now that their parents are joining the site. However, over half of the UK, 56%, still has an account. Interestingly enough, Facebook's top 10 has a variety of popular pages of different professions. And following right behind Facebook is YouTube at number 3. 35% of the UK's entire population uses YouTube. Pretty much all of the top 10 most subscribed channels has to do with entertainment or entertainers. And just making it on the list is Twitter at number 10. 26% of UK uses Twitter. Twitter is most popular with the younger demographic with 64% active on it, but it is least liked in the older generations. All but one of Twitter's top 10 most popular are entertainers, except for BBC Breaking News, which comes in at number 7. And a quick fun fact, it may or may not come as a surprise that One Direction is in all 3 Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube's top 10. Overall, the majority of the UK population that uses social media is somewhere between the ages of 18 and 24. Due to the growing popularity of social media sites, the concern for children's online safety is growing in the UK. Studies show that children are more likely to post an image or a video of themselves or set up a fake profile for the first time at 11 years old. Studies also show that they are likely to start a Twitter account and message a stranger at the age of just 12. Approximately 59% of these children have already used a social network by the time that they are just 10 years old. 52% of them admit to ignoring social media site restrictions. Also, as a result to social media's rapid growth, the British police have started monitoring and criminalizing online speech. An Iraqi-British woman was arrested and charged with using Twitter to promote terrorism by providing links to terrorist publications. Also, a mother of 6 was sentenced to 5 years in prison for promoting terrorism as well on Facebook. She was assumed to have been glorifying the murder of a British soldier by Muslims, simply by sharing a post on it. Also, in 2014, the government confessed to the citizens that they had been accessing and monitoring their thought-to-be private messages on these social media sites. The British government deems it as legitimate legal targets that don't require a warrant before intercepting. They claim that they can look at these private messages because they are viewed as external communications. UK citizens wanted an immediate reevaluation of the RIPA to at least have a warranted excuse to view their private messages. But the act still stands, and the government continues to monitor messages for counter-terrorist purposes. Overall, the UK is not that much different than us here in the US. We are all just people taking advantage of these technological advances in our own special ways.